Hey, Teresa, is this recording? Yeah, it's recording. Sweet. I was successful with my application for the special consideration. So that means I get to make a video to send to you about the project instead of coming in and doing a presentation, which is so good. All right, let's get into it. So this is my website. Pretty sleek design. If you scroll down, you see all my projects, all the work that I've done, even an option to show more. Scroll down, there's an About Me page where it's just simple. I'm creative and driven. I'm falling in love with the thought of being a filmmaker, and I'm going to ensure that this vision comes to fruition. Bang. Simple, classic contact page and option for people to go to my socials. So I'm going to run you through the projects that I've been doing. This is quick brief number 2, Zoe. So as I want to be like a filmmaker, I chose to make a video for this campaign. The car's main feature is that it's very eco-friendly, so I wanted to shine a light on that in an entertaining sort of way. I decided to use the actors Peter Dinklage, Leonardo DiCaprio, just because they're really big names, especially Leonardo DiCaprio, as he's a world-saving enthusiast and a really big name, which would be great for the promotion of this car. There's some other characters like a schoolboy and Bigfoot, which all make this advertisement a crazy, wonderful ad. All right, so I'll run you through it. So there's a museum guide explaining to the school kids about Bigfoot, who has the largest footprint ever recorded in history. And then the schoolboy raised his hand. So if that's the biggest footprint recorded in history, what's the smallest? The museum guide doesn't really know, looks at Bigfoot, shrugs his shoulders. Bigfoot turns to life and says, shrugs his shoulders as if he doesn't know the answer. And then Leo comes on. I can answer that one. Hi, Leonardo DiCaprio, Oscar-winning actor and world-saving enthusiast. Who's got the smallest footprint? That's easy. Peter Dinklage then comes in out of the school crowd. I do. And then Leo says, incorrect, Peter Dinklage. Zoe does. Who's Zoe? Good question. And then all of a sudden it cuts to the top of a rooftop, like in the middle of the helicopter zone, the H. Say hello to Zoe. Schoolboy, how do we get here? Peter Dinklage, I don't see any Zoes. Leo says, Zoe is an electric car, so she doesn't burn fuel. Then all of a sudden it cuts to a sneaker store with Zoe in the middle. That means she's really good for the environment. Tiny ecological footprint as he pulls out like this really small shoe. Peter Dinklage, yeah, but those things take forever to charge. Then it all of a sudden cuts to a bedroom. Whoa, hold up, how do we get here? The schoolboy is very lost and confused, which adds a bit of humor to it. Leo plugs a phone into a charger. How long does your phone take to charge? Peter Dinklage, like 2.5 hours, I think. Leo says, so 30 minutes longer than Zoe. And all of a sudden it cuts to them riding in a car. Plus she can cruise for around 300 kilometers. Bigfoot goes, wow. And that's the first time that Bigfoot sort of speaks. And then it cuts to all 4 main characters dancing with a white background around Zoe with some fun music. Is this zooming? That is good. And then Leo says, what are you waiting for? And then the logo cuts. Bang. And that will sell thousands of cars because it's a wonderful ad. All right, so quick brief number 1. I chose to do the bowel cancer screening. So bowel cancer is obviously a very serious topic, but I wanted to try and take a more lighthearted approach to this whilst bringing the seriousness back in at the end of the ad. I'm very, very happy with how this one turned out. And I think it would make for a great ad. So I'll just run you through this one. So the narrator is speaking the whole time and it says, this is Johnny. And he's sitting on a free trial of a massage chair in a shopping center. Actually, I'm just gonna let you read these bits and then I'll read the narration bits. So Johnny thinks that the best things in life are free. He loves taking his kids to birthday parties. He loves going to 7-Eleven after midnight. He loves the local ice cream store. He loves Hard Rubbish Week. Johnny is also one of 30% of adults over 50 going into their free bowel cancer screening. He knows that the early detection of stage 1 bowel cancer increases survival rate to 90%, whereas stage 4 bowel cancer is a survival rate of just 13%. 1 of 9 adults think junk food is the biggest risk factor leading to bowel cancer, but the biggest risk factor is actually being aged over 50. And so the end scene cuts back to the narrator saying, Johnny loves freebies, and this freebie just might save his life. So he can continue what he does doing best. And then he drops his kid off at another party and says, don't you suppose you have any lolly bags, do you? So it's pretty much saying that he really loves free things, and he does all he can to get these freebies all the time. And so this screening is a freebie. So he can continue being a healthy person afterwards who, gets these freebies, which is just a fun ad. I think it would really work well on as a video. Yeah, so I don't know if I presented that right, but whatever, that's fine. Cool. Now, my last one was quick brief number 3. I really wanted to keep this one simple. So there we got the independent logo. And because that says just independent, I couldn't help but just take it as simple as I possibly could, and went with the slogan, depend on the independent, just because the wordplay on that is just ridiculously simple, easy to understand. And I didn't want to do a video for this one. I want to try and play around with Metrolights and billboards just to change it up. Or else I would have done a video, but I sort of wanted to do something different. Yeah, so pretty much it's saying very simple, depend on the independent, shows you where it is. There's actually a little logo on all of them, but this one just shows, look for this. Yeah. So there's not much to this ad. It's just supposed to be simple and very easily understandable. And that, my friends, is my project. Thank you very much for listening. So happy special consideration went through. That means I can get marked for this. So yeah. All right, I'm out. Thank you.